far as Americans go, then of course they've got tons of things. Obviously, a Roth IRA is not going to be recognized in Canada the same way a TFSA is not going to be recognized in a TFSA is going to be recognized in the U.S. Americans have to make good decisions, especially if they're living abroad, to be PIFIC compliant with their portfolios and to make sure that they're not using, example, foreign mutual funds. So we take people through a lot of those, decisions, and when they get to their 401ks and their IRAs, does it make sense to roll those 401ks into an IRA account, right? And then as non-residents, to make sure that that we draw that income in a preferred, a preferential manner into the future. Also, if maybe that person does have those 401k assets, then what do they do if they're actually not American citizens and are actually just were there for a work contract for 5 or 10 years and now have those assets? What do they do now when they're a resident of Mexico or some other country in Latin America or Europe? How do they stay compliant, and what's their best decision? When do they take the tax, the withholding tax hit in the U.S., and what are their options with those investments to make sure they're invested and managed properly? And we have solutions for all of that, to be able to work with those individual cases. So it's different than the financial planner in your home country who understands your home country. We look at the whole picture internationally and how to put a plan in place for everyone that fits for their specific circumstances.